Hi, we're here with Andy Weber of Tangent Theta. Andy, thanks for spending some time with us. We're starting to see your scopes now on the firing line quite a bit, and so tell us what's going on.
Well, first thing is I want to say it's nice to see you guys come around again. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. We're approaching our destination here. We've been at a long road of research and development to bring telescopes to market. Now, we've been shipping telescopes and at a very slow rate, but our job now is to build them faster.
But they're winding up in the right places, the ones they're shipping out.
Well,
I can tell you that.
Well, we appreciate that, and we're getting good reviews back, and that's really what we feel we're in business for, it's to build stuff, but the industry's full of people to build telescopes. They didn't need somebody else just to do an average job, but we thought there was a market niche for someone to build the best telescope that they could possibly build. And we're finding out where these things are going. As the manufacturer, we don't necessarily get connected with the customer because it goes through a distribution channel first. But some of those customers are phoning us or writing reviews on the various websites and such, and some are coming by here. And we're very pleased at the reports that we're getting back, and it makes it feel like it's all worthwhile. But we wanted to make sure that nothing leaves the plant unless we were satisfied with it, and that's a long and onerous process. But and not every customer uses one of these things to its full potential. Every customer can see its resolution, and every customer can see how well it behaves with respect to tracking and mechanical aptitude, for example. However, we do build them for the professional customers who have to perhaps swim with them or use them in extreme cold temperatures or subject them to long life cycles. So one of the things that has kept our process slow is to make sure that we have the longevity of life cycle in design such that they work and continue to work through a very long life cycle without wear out. And also to survive the rigors of professional use, which can be on the battlefield or just continuous hours or continuous years of very onerous and rigorous training. So
and I understand that you personally are involved with the final QA process. So literally, the buck stops with you.
Absolutely. When the hard questions come, I'm the guy that has to answer them. At the end of the day, I'm the guy that stares at the ceiling. So yes, and so when they go out the door, they have to please me. Because if they don't please me, how could I expect them to please you?
And folks, this is the owner of the company.
Yeah. So once again, we are a small outfit, and we've got a handful of very dedicated people, working in our clean rooms and our laboratories and things like that. But when things do get shipped, it's got the company brand on it, but the brand it also has the fingerprints of senior management and owners on it too.
And just quickly for our audience, if you could just go over your flagship items for the long range shooter.
Yeah, for the long range shooter, we have two models. We have two families of telescopes. We have the M series telescopes, which have a 30 millimeter tube, and we have the P series, P as in Papa series telescopes that have a 34 millimeter tube. They've got some basic differences, and let me just grab one of the M series. Excuse me one second. The M series is a smaller telescope. It's lighter in weight and has a simpler adjustment mechanism. But all of our telescopes have non-translating knobs, and all of the elevation is available in two turns. So they come down to a zero stop. In this case, one click below zero. On the first revolution, ones appear in all the windows, and on the second revolution, twos appear in all the windows. So allow you to read from either the top part of the scale, the bottom scale, or the top scale. Similarly, with wind, the knobs don't go in and out; they only go around. The windage will go as far as 5.6 milliradians to the left to a stop, or 5.6 milliradians to the right to a stop. When you're on right windage, an R appears in all the windows. When you're on left windage, an L appears in all the windows. Every setting has a unique calibration settings. So every position on this knob is unique to every other one. So for example, I see an R in the window, so therefore I read off the right scale, and I realize that I am 0.2 milliradians right.
To the right.
Our P series is a much larger, heavier telescope designed for much longer range shooting. It uses a 34 millimeter tube. That allows the shooter, that allows the erector tube inside to have a greater adjustment for extreme ranges. Shooters typically use these with 338 Lapua magnums, 408 Chi-Tacs, and 50 BMG, where they need we can shoot extremely long ranges and have lots and lots of adjustment. Like our other series, this has a zero stop, 5 clicks below zero. And on the first revolution, you read off the bottom scale. And on the second revolution,
little pop out right there.
Pop out there that you can see and feel pops out, such you can read off the top scale. They also have the unique feature that has a toolless re-zero. And some of your audience has already seen this thing, but we'll explain it again. In order to reset the windage or the elevation, the shooter simply uses these two tools, unwinds about 3 turns, resets to 0, turns it back in, and you're done.
That's a very nice feature.
It took just a few seconds. You didn't have to find an Allen wrench or something else, and you can do it. It's a positive drive. It doesn't have to be turned very tight because it engages a positive mechanical actuation.
And I have to tell you, just for aging, middle-aged eyes, these turrets are very visible. The clicks are very positive. So you guys did a terrific job.
Well, we do appreciate that. We've applied for several patents in our adjustment mechanisms. We get our clicks in a way different than most others, well, all others in the industry. That's why we've been able to patent this stuff. And they do pass the test for longevity, for life cycles. We've tested this system to 30,000 revolutions. So on this model here, that's 4.5 million clicks, and they still click after that long life cycle. So these are not something that are going to wear out promptly.
So folks in the audience, this is something you would definitely want to consider. So Andy, really appreciate your time.
It's nice to see you.
Best of luck here at SHOT Show 2016.
Thank you so much. It's nice to see you.